Hello everyone, welcome to week 5 learning videos once again. So remember we were discussing the learning objective 3 in the last video, and this is the last part of our discussion on learning objective 3. So in this video I will be showing you how to graph an efficient front tire. In the last video you have seen how we can derive an optimal risky portfolio and an efficient front tire. So this video concentrates on the graphing of efficient front tire. So we go back to our Excel file, and you know that we have derived all these numbers in the last video. So we have the mean values, we have the standard deviation, and we have the slopes for our minimum variance portfolio and for our optimum risky portfolios. So to graph our efficient front tire, first of all, what we do is we insert a diagram box, and we need to select data. So first of all, we provide a series name, let's say efficient front tire, and we need to select our X values and Y values. Now, so you remember that efficient front tire is the combination of different portfolios, and each point of the efficient front tire shows a portfolio that has the maximum return for a given level of risk. So the efficient front tires, Y-axis will have expected return and X-axis will have the risk, that's a standard deviation. So in X-axis we will have the standard deviation, and in the Y-axis we will have the expected return. So you can see we have a nice most efficient front tire here. However, you can remember that as I already have said, that this efficient front tire represents different portfolios for a feasible set of investment, and our feasible set of investment was these 7 stocks. So each point in this efficient front tire is basically a different proportion of the 7 stocks combined in a portfolio that represents maximum return for a given level of risk. So that's basically our security selection decision. But we already know that as far as capital allocation is concerned, we know that our risky portfolio needs to be combined with a risk-free asset, and that line should be the tangent of the capital allocation line, which will represent our optimal risky portfolio. So now we need to draw a capital allocation line, and we need to find out the tangency point of this efficient front tire to that capital allocation line. So to draw this capital allocation line, once again, I will select data, but one point we need to remember that once again in the X-axis we will, okay, I put the name here, capital allocation line. In the X-axis, we once again will have the standard deviation. That's the risk. However, now the standard deviation will start from 0. The reason is, as you think about the capital allocation line, it will start from 0, where the standard deviation 0 means 0 risk. That means that's a riskless portfolio. That means 100% of your wealth is invested in risk-free asset. So we select it here, and Y-axis in the capital allocation line, we will select this number. So here is the capital allocation line, and the tangency point is our optimal risky portfolio. That's a combination of our risky portfolio and the risk-free asset. Now the point is, to draw this capital allocation line, you can see that I have selected these numbers. So where the first number is the risk-free rate of return, that is 5%, and then the standard plus the standard deviation multiplied by the H38, that's actually the Sharpe ratio. So that's each point of the capital allocation line. Okay, so if you can remember about this capital allocation line. So for each of this point, this is the risk-free rate plus the standard deviation and multiplied by the slope of our the optimum risky portfolio. So this is how we draw an efficient front tire. So that's the end of our discussion on week 5. So please feel free to let me know if you have any problem. Thank you very much.